Hi, my name is Max, and as you know, I worked on the horror slasher film Still Watching. At the beginning, my production skills were quite limited. I didn't fully understand how camera angles, lighting, and sound could be used to create suspense, tension, or fear. In my early attempts, most of my shots were simple, straight on eye level shots, and the scenes were too bright. They didn't make the audience feel scared or worried about what might happen next. I also struggled with camera movement. I couldn't make it feel smooth, and my handheld shots were shaky in ways that distracted from the story rather than adding tension. One key skill I developed was camera work and shot composition. Initially, I didn't know how different angles could affect how the audience experiences the story. I used to film everything in the same way, and it felt flat. Through this project, I learned that using handheld POV shots, over the shoulder shots, and close-ups can really immerse the audience in the scene and make them feel the suspense firsthand. For example, in the scene where the killer watches me leaving the house, the handheld POV shot from outside the window puts the audience in the killer's shoes. You can feel the tension because you are seeing what the killer sees, which makes it more frightening. Later, when Angel investigates a noise, the handheld POV shot of him slowly opening the door and picking up the keys makes the audience feel like something bad could happen at any second. Even the over-the-shoulder shots, like when Angel walks to the bar, build suspense as the audience follows him while knowing the killer is approaching. These techniques made the scenes feel more intense and scary, which was something I struggled to achieve at first. Another important skill I developed was lighting and mise-en-scène. In the beginning, our scenes were too bright and didn't match the horror tone we wanted. I learned that using low lighting, shadows, and carefully arranged spaces creates fear and unease. In the scene where the killer walks toward Angel at the bar, holding a knife, the dim lighting, shadows, and small pools of light make the scene feel dangerous and suspenseful. Even little details, like the dark kitchen and the partially open sliding door, added to the tension. This skill taught me how important it is to control what the audience can and can't see, because fear often comes from what is hidden. I also improved sound design. At first, I didn't use sound in a meaningful way. I learned that silence, subtle background noises, and sudden loud sounds are essential in horror. In the final scene, the sound of keys dropping, Angel's footsteps, and the quiet moments before a scare all build tension. The reveal of Angel dead in the pool is much more shocking because of the sound and timing. These elements made the scene more effective and helped the audience feel the fear in each moment. Feedback from my peers and teachers also helped me improve. They said some scenes felt rushed and that the tension wasn't fully built before a scare happened. Because of this, we slowed down certain shots, held the camera on the characters longer, and carefully adjusted the lighting and sound to make the scary moments more effective. This feedback made me realize that timing and pacing are just as important as the visuals in creating fear. Overall, my production skills developed a lot during this project. I learned how camera work, lighting, and sound all work together to communicate suspense, tension, and fear. Scenes like me discovering Angel dead in the pool, combined with the killer's POV shots, show how these skills create a realistic and terrifying experience for the audience. By the end of the project, I felt much more confident in using these techniques to tell a story, and I was able to clearly communicate tension and horror, making our slasher film more engaging and effective for the viewers. Thank you.